All right, all right, all right. Let's get started here. Give me a minute. All right, good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and start my recording. We are live on YouTube. I'm going to start my recording. It's Broker's Hour, so we can go ahead and get started here. Y'all give me just a second. Record this computer. All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS, the Just Done and Center the National Dispatchers Network. Today is Saturday. Time now is 10:30 a.m. on the head. We're about 15 minutes late getting started. I apologize. A friend of mine has been really sick, and so I'm helping to take care of her, and she and her two girls are staying at my house this weekend. And so I'm kind of like playing nurse and stepdad at the same time. So not really the stepdad, but you know me. I do anything to help people. So, but a really good friend of mine is really sick and really not feeling well, and it's tough taking care of two small girls. I know. I raised a little girl myself. She's grown now, but it's tough. It's tough. So thought I help out. So that's what it is. So I've got some house guests. So I'm down here in the man cave doing our broadcast day from the man cave live. Down here in my little studio. And today is the Broker's Hour. This is Saturday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, the Broker's Hour. Now, last time we did the Broker's Hour, I do believe we went over the onboarding site, and we went over the importance of we went over our onboarding site, the importance of the proper onboarding site, and we also went over com data checks and things of that nature. All right. This week, we're going to go over locating shippers, because that is one of the key elements to being a broker. Okay. Being a broker, you got to have shippers. If you don't have shippers, then you're dead in the water. Okay. I think last week we talked about the onboarding site, and we talked about the things that you're gonna need to attract shippers. We also talked about setting your business up, structuring your business in a manner that brokers will work with you. Because I'm gonna tell you, about 92% of all new brokers firms, first year brokers firms, go out of business within their first year. It's a high turnover, because the industry is not really set up to support small independent brokerage firms. The industry itself is really set up to support and fund and funnel business and money to the large mega brokerage firms. Those people that have lots of money. I'm talking about, 30, 40, 50, $100 million stashed away. That's what the business is set up for. I learned that very early on when I started my brokerage firm back in 2017. Okay. I started my brokerage firm back in 2017, late 2016, early 2017. One of the things I found out real early on is that shippers don't work with you unless you have, at least 8 months to a year seasoning on your bond. They don't work with you unless you have at least 8 months to a year seasoning on your authority, your broker's authority. They won't work with you if you don't have at least 5 to 7 references who will attest to the fact that you've done business with them to the tune of $200,000 to $300,000 per month for at least 6 months consecutively without a break. They won't do business with you if you don't have a Dun & Bradstreet paydex score of at least high 80s to 92, and the best score you can get is 100. They won't do business with you if your financials are not in order. If you do not have in the bank enough money to prepay for 10 to 20% of the freight that they're going to give you ownership of. Now, the smallest shipper I know has $1 million worth of freight, so that's going to equate to somewhere in the neighborhood of what? $100,000 to $200,000 that you're going to need to sit over in a bank somewhere. So, in order to prepay for some of your freight, because shippers don't work with first-year brokers. They don't work with brokers who are not financially stable. They don't work with brokers who don't have references. They don't work with brokers who don't have seasons on their bond. They don't work with brokers who doesn't have a good standing business credit standing. That's just the simple facts of the matter. So for those of you all who are jumping into the broker side, or you're taking these broker courses, I get the calls all the time. I want to be a broker. I want to be a broker. I want to be a broker. Okay, I want $1 billion, but I ain't got it yet. Look, in order to be a broker, there are steps you got to take. You got to invest money into yourself. You got to have time in order to be a successful broker. Okay, you're not going to come into the business your first year with no money, no time, okay, no business credit, no references, and think you're going to jump in and shippers are just going to sign on with you. No, that's not going to happen. And that's a mistake that a lot of first-year brokers make because they haven't set themselves up for success. Okay, they haven't structured their business in a manner that shippers will look at them and say, oh, this young brokerage firm, they're ready. Okay, let's go ahead and put some freight with them so they can help us move this freight. If you're not set up properly, you're not going to get any shippers. I hate to bust bubbles, but that's just the truth. I know other freight broker trainers won't tell you this because it hurts their business if they tell you this. Well, no, you got to have this. Then they feel like they're running you away. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth because my my revenue does not solely depend on whether I train brokers or not. My revenue does not solely depend on whether I train dispatchers or not. So I can afford to tell you the truth. I have a dispatch firm. I've been running a dispatch firm for at least 3 years now, and it's doing extremely well. 317 carriers is what we dispatch for every single week. So I have that. I have a great YouTube channel. It brings in revenue. I have that. I have my training platform still brings in great revenue. I have a vocational school. It's going to start bringing in great revenue. I have a lease program, brings in great revenue. So I can afford to tell you the truth. Now, with that being said, is there a way for new people to come into the industry and make money while they're setting themselves up? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And if you want to learn that, take our dispatch and freight broker training course. Before you go out and spend money on a bond, before you go out and spend money on your authority, before you go out and get your insurance and all the other stuff, before you do all of that, don't invest all of that money before you take our course. Because we're going to show you what to do and when to invest that money. Because invest that money right now up front is not the best thing to do because you're going to wind up putting a lot of money out there and you're not going to make any money your first year, strictly as a broker. Now, if you decide to take our course, that's fine. Because we're going to show you how to make money at the same time that you are preparing your brokerage firm to move seamlessly into the industry and start making money the day you activate your brokerage firm. Okay? Now, I don't know any simple way to say that, but when you join our platform, we're going to show you how to make money, okay? Legally show you how to make money and set your brokerage firm up at the same time and get all the credentials and stuff you need while you're getting those credentials and you're building up your reputation and you're doing all the stuff, things that you need that's going to attract shippers. We're going to show you how to make money within the industry, doing similar work, but not the same work as a broker. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to prepare your brokerage firm for success, okay? And along the way, while you're preparing it, you're still going to be able to make $150,000, $200,000, in some cases $300,000 or more your first year or two while you're preparing your brokerage firm. Okay, so this is a more clear path to becoming a broker. It's a more realistic path to becoming a broker because you got these freight broker trainers out there that I'm telling you, oh, go ahead and get your bond, go ahead and get your authority, go ahead and spend all this money on insurance, go ahead and get all this stuff done, and yeah, you can make $1 million first year as a broker. That ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But people say, well, Calvin, you did it. Yes, I did. because I set myself up properly. Remember, before I became a broker, I was running my own truck under the same name, RBBS Transport LLC, which was my brokerage firm name too. Same name, RBBS Transport, LLC. So I was running my own truck. That first year in running my own truck as an owner operator, I made over $541,000 my first year in Florida, by the way, no less. Okay, yeah, 1 year in Florida, I made over $541,000 in a dry van. Okay, under the name the RBBS Transport LLC, under the same name, RBBS Transport LLC. So while I'm out there running that freight, dealing with these shippers, dealing with these distribution plants and distribution centers and FedEx and all these other places, Disney and all these other great places, dealing with brokers and dealing with, everybody who was in the industry, what was I doing for that year? First of all, that name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, was what? It was building what? Its clientele, building my references. I was establishing myself as a viable business and making money, strengthening my financials. Now, sometime during that year, after my first 2 or 3 months, I decided, well, I'm eventually going to want to become a broker. So I went ahead and got my bond and my insurance under the same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. So I got my bond, my brokerage bond, and my insurance and my broker's authority under the same name. But did I operate as a broker? No. I just got my bond, my insurance, and my authority, and I continue to operate as an owner operator under the same name. So therefore, what am I doing? I was building my reputation. I was building my financials. I was also doing what? Building my Dun & Bradstreet paydex score. What else was I doing? I was getting seasoning on that bond and getting seasoning on that authority. See, there's a skill set to running any successful business, and running a brokerage firm is no different. You can't just jump right in and say, hey, I'm a broker. Come on, everybody. Dump this money in my lap. No. They're gonna want to see if you're worth it. They're gonna want to see if you're capable of handling what they're about to dump onto you. Okay, and you don't do that just by jumping in and saying, "Well, I got an authority, I got this, I got that. Let's go." No, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way, people. Okay, you all knew better than that when you went out and got your bond and all this other stuff and thinking you're gonna make $1 million first year. You knew you weren't gonna do it. Something in the back of your mind told you it's not that easy. Okay, but you fell for it. You took these training courses that charge you $1,000, $2,000, whatever they charge you. They gave you some material to read and some videos to watch, and you jump out there thinking you're gonna make $100, $200, $300, $400,000 your first year as a broker, and it didn't happen. 8, 9 months later, you ain't got no shippers. You can't make no money. You get disenchanted, upset, frustrated, and you quit. That's the truth. That's what happens. Okay? So join the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and we'll show you how to do it the right way. We're not gonna fill your head up with all this propaganda. We're not gonna blow smoke up your behind. That's what we're not gonna do. We're gonna tell you the truth. Okay, truth sometimes hurt, but we're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna show you how to properly structure your business. We're gonna show you how to get the seasoning and make money at the same time. We're gonna show you how to present your brokerage firm in the light that shippers would be attracted to by creating your quote unquote your shippers onboarding site. So we give you a sample site, the same site that we used to make $2.7 million my first year as a broker. That's right. My brokerage firm was very successful the first year. Now, let's see, well, Calvin, how was your brokerage firm successful the first year? Because my first year as a broker was not my actual first year of my business being established. My business was established a whole year before that as a trucking company under the same name, but I got my bond, insurance, all that stuff, and let it season under that same name. Why? Because under the same name, I'm out there working with all of the people who are within the industry, getting my references. So when it's time for me to go out and get shippers, I already had businesses and professionals that I had worked with within the industry who were glad to give me a letter of reference saying I've done $200,000-$300,000, sometimes $400,000 with them per month in moving freight. They were glad to do that. I already had the seasoning on my bond. I already had the seasoning on my authority. I already had my Dun & Bradstreet payday score that got up to a 98. 2 points away from being 100, which is the best you can get. I already had that. Now, some of you say, well, Ken, what about your financials? Well, I had made $541,000, but that still was not enough for me to establish myself as a financially stable brokerage firm. So guess what I did? I made the hard decision, which a lot of you need to learn how to do. I made the hard decision when I got myself 2 investors. I talked to everybody with money, everybody, insurance companies. I went to hospitals, talked to doctors, I talked to lawyers, I talked to car dealerships, I talked to people who own malls and stores, and went to banks. I went to, financial advisors. I went to brokerage firms. I went everywhere and talked to any and everybody who had money. Finally, I landed 2 investors. One was a prominent law firm here in Tallahassee, and the other one was a professional sports management firm. They each invested somewhere in the neighborhood of $260,000 to $275,000. One was $275,000, one was $266,000. So here it is. I'm sitting on almost $600,000+ in the bank. I've got established companies who are backing me, behind me, who are my partners. Now, of course, when people invest money like that, they're going to want to put someone in your corporate structure to look after their financial investment, to look after their interests. So yes, they made me the chief operations officer since I knew how to run the business. So I became the chief operations officer, and they installed Mr. Michael Jones, who was part of their firm. Great attorney, great this is that, but he knew absolutely nothing about running a brokerage firm. He knew absolutely nothing about trucking or freight or anything of that nature. So they put him in as CEO strictly to watch over their investments, to make sure that everything was going the way it's supposed to be going, make sure that the business was being ran, and just to look out for their interests. He basically reported to me, and then he reported back to them. That's basically what he did. He had nothing to do with running the business at all, but they have to put him in place in order to secure their stake in the business. Now, in that first year, I paid them both back 3 times what they invested. That's right. So a good portion of that $2.7 million that I made actually went back to the investors, so I can buy my firm back, so I can get complete 100% control of my firm back. And I did that within 1 year. So I was very successful as a broker my first year. I was able to pay back my investors and still pocket $200,000 or $300,000. That's how you do business. Okay. Brokering is very big business. It is very big business, but it comes with a lot of other stuff that comes with it too. Okay. Now, eventually, I converted my brokerage firm into a dispatch firm. And I talked about the reasons why I did that, because someone got a hold of our authority and it was running loads on our brokerage firm without our knowledge. And after dealing with that headache, I decided it was not worth it to stay as a broker. And so I transferred my brokerage firm into a dispatch firm, which is how we got the majority of our carriers, 300 and some odd carriers that we dispatch for now. Because as a brokerage firm, we had close to 450, 460 carriers that we were working with as a brokerage firm. We had about 14 main shippers and another, 10 or 12, shippers that we work with on occasion from time to time that were sprinkled in. So we had a good base. So we transferred from a brokerage firm to a dispatch firm. Yeah, we lost about 110 carriers, but we kept 327 carriers. And today we consistently dispatch freight for those 317 carriers every single week. Okay, so if you all were wondering, how did you get that many carriers as a dispatch firm? That's how. A lot of them just stayed with us because they knew we did great business as a brokerage firm, and they liked the way we did business. They liked, our relationship and the respect that we had. They knew we had a lot of shippers who were still signed on with us, who were willing to work with us as a dispatch firm, even though we were no longer brokers. And we also had a lot of brokers that we were working with too. But they knew me from within the business of being a broker, so they continued their relationship with me as a dispatch firm, with my company. as a dispatch firm. All right. So this is how you become a broker the right way. Now, today, once you get yourself set up as a broker the right way, you got to get shippers. Okay. Once you've gotten that season, once you've gotten your season on your bond, your authority, all that type of stuff, you got your insurance and all that type of stuff, and your name is good within the industry, you got that Dun & Bradstreet payday score is higher than 87, and you got those references and people who will go to bat for you and put their name down on a sign on the dotted line. Say, yeah, this is a great firm. That that man Michelle, she's a great broker. This blase, blase, blase. You be honored, lucky to work with her. Once you've got all that in, now it's time to go out and get yourself some shippers. The question is, where do you go? How do you get shippers? But there are places out there that will sell you shippers list. Anywhere from $500 to $2,500, depends on how big the list is and how prominent the list is. But there's no guarantees with that. You're gonna get a bunch of hit and misses. Some are gonna be closed, some are not even gonna be in business. Some are just gonna slam them through in your face. So you want to know that you can have a source of shippers to go to. And like anything else, the broker side, when it comes to that side of it, just like anything else, it's cold calling, it's sales. You got to get out and sell yourself. You got to get on the phone. You got to call these shippers up. You got to make sure that you have a good onboarding shipper site so they can go to and see how you're set up. Okay. And you got all your stuff within that site. Once you got all that in there, then they come there, they can click on stuff and see, oh, this is bond, this is authority, there's this, there's that, this is financials, there's all that's right there within your site. That's very impressive. So once you got that and you've done things the way that I just laid it out for you, then you got to go out and find your shippers. Now, where do you find shippers? And that's what we're going to talk about today, where to find shippers, okay? Before we do that, let me say hi to Michelle. Hey, Michelle, thank you for joining us today live here on in the Zoom call. Thank you for joining us. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you like the way I set that up on how to become a broker.
Yes.
All right. So we thank you for joining us today. Let me check with my YouTube people real quick. I have to check with them because you get these people that go on YouTube and they be posting this stuff in the chat section that really ain't got no business being there. So I have to check on them from time to time to make sure. We have Carlos Herrera. So glad you had 2 MC authorities or just one. I had two. All right. I had my one as an owner operator. That was the first. Okay. Then I had one as a broker, which came later, about 3 months after I had been running as an owner operator. I got another authority as a broker authority. Okay. So now you got to have those 2 different authorities because you can't have just a owner op authority and build seasoning as a broker. You can't have a broker authority and run as an owner operator. So you're gonna need both authorities. Okay, you're gonna need both authorities. Okay, you're gonna need both the broker and you're gonna need the owner op authority. Or you can get your broker's authority and also set up your dispatch firm under the same name, but you do not broker freight that first year. You just dispatch freight. Okay. Now, as a dispatcher, you don't need any type of authority. You don't need a bond. You don't need an MC number. You don't need a DOT number. You don't need none of that. You just need to have your business set up legally with your state as an LLC, sole proprietorship, corporation, or whatever the case may be. And you need to follow the statute, 49 CFR 371.1. Yeah, 371.2. Yeah, follow the statute on what defines brokers and bona fide agents being dispatchers. Okay, so as long as you're doing that, then you are set up properly to run your dispatch firm, and you got your bond and your authority as a broker, but you're not operating as a broker. You're not posting loads, you're not doing any of that right now. What you're doing is you're just letting that sit there and it's getting seasoning at the same time as you're running your dispatch firm. You're making money at the same time. You're getting your references, you're getting all your stuff done, you're building your Dun & Bradstreet payday score, because it's the same name. But you're only operating as one side of the entity, but you're building that credibility, you're building those references, you're building that seasoning. All that stuff is being built, and you're making money. Okay. This is the proper and smarter way to go into broking. Don't just jump into the broker side and say, oh, I'm a broker. Well, where are you going to get the money to pay all that money you got to pay for being a broker? Because you ain't going to make no money with no shippers. I guarantee you that. Ain't no shipper going to sign on with no first year broker. They ain't got none of that stuff. Shippers ain't that crazy. Okay? They're not going to do it. They ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. I don't care what anybody else tells you. They're not going to sign on with you. Okay? They're not going to sign on with you. Okay? So take the proper steps. Do what you got to do to get yourself structured correctly to set yourself up for success. Like anything else, you have to set yourself up for success. And at the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, we show you how to do that. We're also going to provide you with the tools, the resources, the training, and the support to make that happen. Now let's go into how we find shippers. All right, let me start sharing my screen here real quick so I can show y'all how we find these shippers. Now, as I said before, with our platform, when you join our platform, you get access to our back office tools, resources, training, and support. And you do that here at our National Dispatcher Network site, mydispatcher.org. Now, if you are not an enrolled subscription paying member, you're not going to be able to access this stuff over here where it says more. Okay, all this stuff here, private consultations, who are we, homepage, you can access that. But in order to get into this more section, all this stuff that falls down here, this is secure back office area. You're going to need a login. And you're not going to get a login until you become a subscription paying member. Okay, no one gets into this back office area without being a subscription paying member. Okay, so you gotta enroll and you gotta become a subscription paying member to access the back office tools and resources. Okay, and the enrollment is $349.95 plus tax, and the monthly subscription fee is $39.95 per month to access all your back office tools, resources, training, and support. Now, that enrollment fee is going to go up considerably because we are we are adding to the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatch Network. No longer will you have just me as a trainer. You're going to have several trainers because we have what's called our trademark owners usage opportunity, where individuals can now get their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Yes, they get all the same sites that I use, everything that I make money with the online training and our vocational school. You also get their own Easily site, so they can make money leasing trucks. Yes, that's right. So they get all this stuff that you see that I do, that when I make money from, they now become owners of their own RBBS Logistics Learning Center. With that being said, they get to start their own training platform under the same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. They get to do their own YouTube channel under the same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. They start doing consulting and become mentors under the same name, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. So what's going to happen in the near future? We already have 4 new owners, and we're looking to bring on about 3 or 4 more here within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, but we have 3 new owners right now, and we have one who is committed to Miss what's her name, Tasha Washington. She's going to be joining us real soon. She's already said that she's getting her money up, so she's getting ready to become one of the owners too. So and each one of them have said that they're going to start their own training platform under the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. So now, or in the near future, when you enroll into the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, you're not going to have just one training platform. You're going to have several training platforms operated by several different people, which means you're going to have several different trainers. You're going to have access to several different mentors. You're going to have access to several different YouTube channels and more YouTube content, all under the brand of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. So with that being said, the enrollment fee is going to go up. The monthly subscription fee is going to stay about the same. It's probably going to go up $10, maybe $20 per month. But you're getting a whole lot more compared to what you get access to now. Right now, you only get access to me. You get to see my ugly face every Saturday and every Thursday night. But in the near future, you're going to see Darren Stevens. You're going to see Miss Jen Williams. You're going to see Miss Barbara Caldwell. You're going to see Miss Tasha Washington. You're going to see a whole bunch of other people who are going to be training in different areas of the industry. Darren Stevens is probably going to do something on the auto hauling because he is the foremost expert in auto hauling. He came onto our platform, didn't know anything about trucking, didn't know anything about freight, didn't know anything about the industry whatsoever. Inside of 2 weeks, he was doing $3,000 to $5,000 per week. Inside of 4 to 5 weeks, he was doing $10,000 a week, and most of that was done through auto hauling. So if you're going to learn that part of the business, you're going to learn it from Darren Stevens. Trust me on that. He knows more about that than I do. And I taught him how to do it. He just had taken it and made it his own. All right. Tasha Washington is going to be doing something, I think something, or her or Miss Jen Williams is doing something which pertains to women in trucking. Okay. Going into all the different opportunities and aspects and stuff that is available for females in the trucking industry. Someone else is going to be doing like an industry red table talk. We're going to have guest speakers that are going to be coming on from different areas of the industry, DOT, Federal Motors Safety Administration, people who are high up at these shipping distribution plants and centers, FedEx, U-Haul, Amazon, Walmart, all these places. They're gonna have guest speakers on live on YouTube. So you're gonna have a lot more access to trainers, training, materials, information, knowledge, entertainment, the whole 9 yards. Okay. Now, for those of you who are already part of the RBBS Logistics Centers and you've already enrolled, don't worry, nothing's going to change, except you're going to have more access to more trainers and stuff, but you're still going to pay the same price you've always been paying because you're grandfathered in. And for those of you who decide to join before we make this change, you will be grandfathered in too. So if you have been on the fence and thinking about, well, what platform am I going to join? Or I'm looking at this RBBS Logistics Centers, but I want to wait a minute. Well, don't wait too long because the price is going to change.
All right, let me see.
Okay, don't wait too long because the price is going to change. Someone's got the mic open. Please mute your mic. Don't wait too long because the price is going to change. Okay, price is going to go up because you're going to get a lot more stuff and it's going to be well worth it. All right, and I'll show you all how to join our platform here. Just a second. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for you real quick. TheRBBSLLC.com. All right. If you want to join our platform, you're going to go over here to our main vocational school site. Yes, we have a vocational school. We have a vocational school, y'all. You go to our main vocational school site. You're going to click this link right here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in for you all on YouTube in case you are wondering how to get involved with our platform now. So if you want to get involved now, it would be a good time to do so. Because if you do so now, you'll be grandfathered in at what our current enrollment is, and you won't have to pay extra on the enrollment. You won't have to pay the extra added cost for enrollment. There's a link right there to go and get enrolled. Okay, there's a link. I just put it on YouTube there. All right, good. All right, let's go back to our training. 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 All right. This is our back office site. This is the site where all of our freight brokers, trainers, trainee students, and dispatch students get to come and access all the back office tools, resources, training, support. We give access to more than 100 load boards. Our dispatch students don't have to pay for load board access. Now, freight broker, if you want to broker freight, you still have to pay for your own access to load board because brokers are required to have dedicated access to load board because they have to post freight. I mean, you can't post freight if you have group access. You can only post freight if you have dedicated individual access. Okay, so the access to 100 load board is not really for the brokers; it's for our dispatchers. But our brokers get access to more than 19 million plus shippers, same as our dispatchers do. And these are direct shippers. And this is what we're going to be discussing today. We're going to be showing you all how you access those direct shippers from our back office site, and you don't have to pay for them. Why? Because we pay for lifetime group membership and group access. Okay? So when you join our platform, you're going to save money. You're going to save money. On average, somewhere between $200 and $600 per month because we provide you with all these tools, resources, training, support, pretty much everything you need to run both your dispatch firm and your brokerage firm. Okay? Now, finding shippers. Now, in our back office site, we have a tools and resources area. Everything is on Rolodex style here. You go here, click, this is where search 19 million plus shippers. Brokers, this is very important for you all. Click this. You're going to take you over here to our what's called a federal government SIC code site. SIC, SIC code site. Okay, this is where all shippers, brokers, everyone must register with the federal government. Federal government keeps track of all those things, all the shippers, distribution plants, everything within the United States, okay, that operates within the United States. More than 19 million of them. And we have this site will give you access to all of them, unrestricted access. All you do is you come here, you put in what you're looking for. You can look for the company, but you're primarily going to look for shippers by products and services. So you always want to make sure that part is highlighted, products and services. So when you go in there, you're going to put in just what it is you're looking for. If you're looking for, let's say, lumber. If you're looking for lumber, you're going to type in lumber, you're going to search. And it's going to pull up every lumber shipping company in the United States. All of them. All of them. Now, you would notice here, this is a lot of lumber companies. Under the heading of just lumber, you've got, and remember, you got 30 headings on each list. There's 159 lists. Under each heading, you have a number of shippers that are classified under each heading. Under lumber by itself, you have 4,909 listings under lumber by itself. Under lumber and building materials and dealers, you have 108. Under lumber, building materials and dealers and retail bathroom fixtures, you have 167. Under this one, you have 187. Under this one, you have 98. Under this one, you have 109, 229, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. So just under lumber alone, you have thousands of shippers that you can access. You're going to click on one of these headings on lumber, and you're going to pull up all 4,900 and some odd lumber that's under that heading. Go here, you go to the next page, go to the next page, you go to the next page. So basically, you're going to start here. You're going to just start at the top. You got Johnson Lumber Company Incorporated. You got Southern Mississippi Trading. You got Neiman Reed Lumber Company. You got all these lumber companies. You can click. You can click this one. It pulls it up. It's going to give you all their contact information. Okay? It's going to give you their address. What type of business they're in, manufacturer and the activity, exporter. It's going to give you their phone number. It's going to give you their toll-free number. It's going to give you their fax number. It's going to give you their website address. You're going to give you a way to contact the company by sending them a message or by email. You can click down here and get a free quote. Or you can come down here and you click whatever state you're looking to move lumber to from, and because it's going to originate at their location, but it has down here a tool which you can click and you can pull up a state, let's say Florida, because I'm in Florida. If I want to move lumber from their location to Florida, it tells you what they pay on average. It gives you a quote of what they pay on average to ship lumber to Florida, what they would pay a carrier or a broker to ship lumber to Florida. $70 a pallet, $80 a box, refrigerator $380, partial dry van $520, or whatever the case may be. Or you come down and you click something else, let's say California, pulls it up right there, $90 a crate, $85 a pallet, partial dry van $1,000. Click down here, you go, I'm Illinois, click that, gives you that figure. You click down here, you click Louisiana, it gives you that figure. Click down here and you click Kansas, gives you that figure. So no matter what state you click, it's going to give you what it pays, an average quote of what they pay to move lumber to those particular states. So as you can see, this is a very good tool. Very good tool. Very good tool, people. Very good tool. Very good tool. All right. And you have access to every registered shipper in the United States. And the great thing about it being a government site is this. When a shipper goes out of business, it comes off the site. When new shippers come on, they're added to the site. That's the great thing about the federal government, having access to a government site. Now, that's one way you can locate shippers through our back office site. The other way, you're going to go to what we call our lifetime membership with Trucking Planet. Go over here. And they are also a load board and a whole bunch of things. So we're going to go over here. We're going to find them real quick. In our Rolodex, we're going to take you over to our Trucking Planet. There it is right there. That's Trucking Planet. All right. I'm not going to click on it because we have our passwords and stuff in the back office. If I click on it, y'all see our password. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go directly to it. I'm going to go directly to Trucking Planet. I hope I got it stored in here. Let's see. Trucking. I think I got it stored, but let's go ahead and click on this and find it in Google. Trucking Planet, Trucking Planet, Trucking Planet, Trucking Planet. There it is right there, Trucking Planet. All right, let's go to log in. Yeah, I got it stored. All right, good. We're gonna log into our Trucking Planet account. We have a lifetime membership to Trucking Planet. And you're gonna go over here. As you see that Trucking Planet, this is a great database. Great database. They have load boards, freight, all type of stuff, load boards, this and that. They got shippers database, what we're gonna talk about today. Shippers database. All right. They have a great shippers database. Great shippers database. Second to none. Why? Because they give you so much information about the shippers you contact. How many of you have tried to call shippers and someone picks up the phone
Can't hear you.
What about now? Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
All right, sorry about that. I must have hit my little mute button there on my headset. All right, but how many of you have contacted shippers and got someone on the phone and you tell them while you're there, while you call them, they say they put you on hold, then they come back about 10 minutes later and they tell you, such and such is not available now. Can I take your name and number and I have them to call you back? And you never get a call back. Because a lot of times when you call up shippers, you're not getting the person who's in charge. You're not getting the person who can make a decision. You're getting a secretary. You're getting someone other than some lower level person who's just there to answer phones. You may be getting the janitor, who knows, or the security guy, who knows who you're getting. But you're not getting the person who's in charge. You don't really know who that person is, and you're probably never going to find out who that person is because they're never going to call you back. Okay. Trucking Planet. Okay. We have a lifetime membership to Trucking Planet. All of our students get access to this lifetime membership. You can go ahead, you can pick what shippers you're looking for by the type of van that they cater to. Dry van shippers, all right? Flatbed, step deck, hot shot shippers. Woo, how many of you all out there who got hot shots and be trying to get some direct hot shot freight? Come on, man, I know y'all out there. Refrigerated shippers. By the way, dry van shippers, you got 34,000 plus dry van shippers. Flatbed, step deck, and hot shot shippers, you got 10,000 plus flatbed in hot shot shippers. Refrigerated shippers, you got 2,900 plus shippers. Distributors and wholesalers, 27,000 plus. Fresh fruit, agriculture and horticulture, 4,000 plus. Importers and exporters, 5,000 plus. Medical equipment shippers, oh, good hot product. 2,800 plus shippers that deal in medical equipment. Third-party logistics firms and commercial warehouses, 1,200 plus, and you got review all freight rate requests right there. Now, let's go ahead and click on dry van shippers. Click on dry van shippers. Now, here's what makes this site so great. Look here. They give you the company's information, what city and state they're in. It even tells you their sales volume. This particular company has a sales volume of $2.5 to $5 million in sales volume. Their commodities is garment curing manufacturers. Then you have something that you never see on shippers list. You have a name. Oh my God. You have an actual name of a person, Randy Williams. You have the title, president. You have Randy Williams' phone number. You have Randy Williams' direct email address. So no longer are you calling a secretary or somebody who can't make a decision. You get the email address and the phone number and the title of the person who can make a decision. Is that not gold all by itself? And this is not just one off here. This is the same thing with every listing in here. And the person who makes the decision is not always going to be the president. It's not always going to be the president. Sometimes it might be the vice president, owner, vice president, president, vice president of industry relations, plant manager, fleet manager. You see what I'm saying? So it's not always going to be the president of the company, plant manager, president, owner, distribution center manager. That's how you know this is legit. Because they're giving you the right person to contact who can make a decision on your first call or your first email you send them. No longer do you have to wait for somebody, this magical, mythical person with the unicorn, horn sticking out of their head to call you back and say, hey, I'm the man you're looking for. I'm the woman you're looking for. How can I help you? I'm the genie behind the curtain. I'm Oz, the great and all-wise Oz. Okay? No longer do you have to wait for this, wizard to call you back to make this stuff happen for you. Because this person right here, Miss Lenine Baker, Miss Nevin Platica, Miss Richard Ching, Mr. Raymond Sweeten, Miss Joyce Rothschild, all these people right here can make a decision right there on the spot. So you'll know when you get off the phone with them, you will know immediately if you've gotten the shipper signed up, you signed up with a shipper or not. And you can move on confidently to the next one, knowing that, okay, that one didn't work out. Oh, they are going to sign up with me. I sent them over information. I've sent them the link to my onboarding site. They can go and get signed up, do the contract right there on the website. If you set it up the way we show you how to set it up, because when you join our platform, you get access to a sample onboarding site. Shows you how to set it up. Gives you a sample contract that you can copy and then change the pertinent information in it, and you got your own shipper, properly formatted shipper broker contract. Okay? Because we give y'all access to our sample onboarding site, which is ship with rbbs.com. So it is right there. We give you access to our sample, our onboarding site, which has all the stuff in it that you need. Click on what's the shipper onboarding packet. Click on that, then go in there and you can upload all your stuff, and then we show you how to set up your site, show you how your site should be set up. So you have everything in one place so that your shippers can go in and view all your credentials, right? View all your credentials. They can pull up your letter of authority. Boom, there it is. Click on it. They can pull up your certificate of liability insurance. There it is, pulls up right over there. You can download it, pops right up. There it is. You can pull up your form BMC I'm 85. Click it, pulls it up. Bam, there it is. Pull up your SAC code certificate. Bam, there it is. You can pull up your W-9 form, your certificate of liability insurance. Bam, there it is. You can pull up your shipper's packet in PDF. Bam, there it is. Within your shipper's packet, you got your shipper's contract and everything laid out on how they can get signed up on with you. Their credit report form, everything you need. Everything you need is right there. You can copy and paste this, and then you can basically go in and change it to fit your pertinent information. Don't use our name, and so put your name and your bond number and all that stuff in there. But this is the actual formatted of how you have to set up your broker shipper agreement and your shipper onboarding site. So when you're contacting these people right here who are in charge, and you have their what? Their direct email address and their direct phone number, you can go ahead and draft a letter and send it to them with the link to your onboarding site, which not only is going to make you look very professional, look very competent, you're going to seem like the type of shipper, the type of broker that they want to do business with. Because everything is convenient. It's well done. You're taking the time to structure your business in a manner that shippers are attracted to. And you're dealing directly with the person who can make that decision. I don't know too many platforms out there that gives you access to this type of shippers list, owner, operator, locator sites, all your tools, your resources, your training, your support, access to mentorship, all the stuff that we provide access to. Come on, people. If you're gonna be successful as a broker, first of all, you have to set yourself up for success. That's number one. Okay, that's number one. You have to structure your business to attract that type of success. I don't care what these other freight broker trainers are telling you. I don't care what they're telling you. You're not going to be successful as a broker your first year if you don't set yourself up for success. If you don't structure your business in a manner that's going to be attractive and appealing to shippers. Because you cannot, and you will not make it without shippers. Okay? It's not going to happen. You can't, and you will not make it without shippers. All right, say hello to some of my people on YouTube. Good morning, Miss Baptiste. Good morning, Alicia So Fly. Hello, it's Alicia Johnson. We see you. We see you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Carlos. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today. Hope you all are getting something out of this. This is not going to be very long. I just want to come on and show you all how to locate shippers and talk about our shipper list and how you get into these areas and use our back office tools and resources to access, some of the stuff that we provide you with in order to help you all to become successful brokers. Now, if you want to go back and look at some of our other broker videos, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. Okay, you're gonna go over here where it says playlist, click on playlist, and you can scroll down and you'll see all of our broker videos are gonna be under the Broker's Hour. Scroll over on the playlist. Let's see, where's the Broker's Hour, the load board report, dispatchers, whatever, the 46 videos on that. Where's my Broker's Hour? Hold on, I got my Broker's Hours here somewhere, brother. I'm trying to find, there it is right there. RBBS LLC Broker's Hour. All right, you click right there where it says full list. Should be about 14 videos. Yep, 14 videos on just broker stuff. These are our broker hours videos. You might want to go down here and start with here's one on the onboarding site. Here's one on the key to earning 7 figures, a year brokering freight from home. Here's one on the Broker's Hour brought to you by the RBBS Logistics. I think this is one of our first videos. Here's one that's about brokers stop stealing from owner operators. This is showing you all how to operate legitimately and ethically. Okay, it shows you all how to negotiate your margins and stuff like that. This one is direct shippers and how to earn 200K plus as an RBBS franchise owner. We no longer have the franchise anymore, so we have the trademark now has replaced the franchise ownership. Broker's Hour, building a book of business. Okay, y'all can go back and watch all these. They're free to you. You don't have to. We don't charge you to watch these videos like other people do. Okay, how to set your business up so everyone earns more. But there's one entitled "The Broker's Hour: Shipping Negotiations and Contracts." That's a great one. I advise everyone to go watch that. Shipping negotiations and contracts. We're probably going to go over that again next week, next Saturday. We're going to revisit that one, shipping negotiations and contracts. We're going to revisit that next week. Here's one. This is one of our first Broker's Hour videos. Welcome to the Broker's Hour. The importance of a book of business. That's another good one that you all want to watch. Building relationships, cultivating and building relationships as a broker within the industry, and the importance of a book of business. You all want to be sure y'all go and watch that. And the very first Broker's Hour, the truth. Okay, this is the truth about becoming a broker. I just touched on that. Okay, if you don't watch nothing else, watch this little 43-minute Broker's Hour episode. It's the truth about becoming a broker. Okay, we tell you some stuff that no other freight broker trainer is ever gonna tell you all. They're never gonna tell it to you because a lot of them are just in the business of making money. I'm in the business of showing you all how to make money. Okay, I already make money. My earnings does not depend on this one part of my platform. Okay, I make money in all aspects of my platform. I have a dispatch firm that makes great money. I have a training platform that makes great money. We just started a vocation school that's going to make some incredible money. Okay, we have a lease program that's going to make incredible money. Okay, we have the RBBS trademark and ownership now. Oh, So we're about more than just me making money. We're here to show you all how to make money and to show you all how to become successful brokers and dispatchers and owner operators. So we have the only owner operator training platform that trains owner operators how to make more money and have more home time at the same time. Because truck driving school taught them how to drive trucks, but no one was teaching them how to run their truck and make it profitable until now. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center is the only logistics training platform that offers training directly to owner operators and showing them how to make more money, how to find, identify, and set up their own dedicated freight. Oh my God, that's what we do. All right. And of course, you have the Brokers Hour. This truth will hurt some feelings of brokers, owner operators, and dispatchers. Make sure you watch that too. Both these are very short, segments, but they are powerful. Okay, make sure you watch these. But this is our list here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you all. The link to the I'm going to give you all the link to the playlist for the Brokers Hour, so you all will have it. And you all can go watch it. Let me go ahead and put it over here for my YouTube people. Let y'all get a taste of that. There's the list right there. You got to go watch that. There we go. All right, y'all got that. Y'all got that. Y'all got that. All right. Ms. Baptiste says, to have this access, got to take the class, or can I take the mentorship? Take the mentorship member. No, you got to enroll. I mean, there's no tit for tat bit here, give me a discount on this, or let me have this, but I don't want that. You take it all or you don't take it in at all. Okay, that's just how it is. We are a business. Okay, you have to enroll. You're gonna have to enroll. Now, you can enroll now while the price is still $349.95 plus tax on your enrollment fee and $39.95 per month to access all your back office tools, resource, training, support. Because in the near future, now that we have these other RBBS Logistics Learning Center owners coming on board, who's going to have their own training platforms, who's going to have their own YouTube channel, going to have their own mentorships and all this other stuff. So that means our price is going to go up, because when you join the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, you're going to have access not just to me, but you're going to have access to all of the owners of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and their training platforms and their YouTube channels and their mentorship. So you're going to have a lot more access to a lot more trainers, personality, information, different types of training that's going on within the industry. And that enrollment fee is going to go up, because we are actively seeking our approval with the government programs where they will help pay for some of this stuff. Where VA will pay for the enrollment into both our online training platform and our vocational school. Okay, Housing Authority will pay for both our online training platform and our vocational school. People who are on welfare, food stamps, unemployment, they will pay to send them to our online training platform and the vocational school. People who just been released from federal prison, who have non-violent offenses, they will pay to send them to our online training platform and our vocational school. People who are on food stamps, Job Source One, Workforce Plus, all those different government programs are going to be able to pay to get people qualified, and they're going to be paid to send people to our platform. Why? Because we're going to have more trainers, more training platforms, more online training platforms, a vocational school. Okay, several YouTube channels that when you join, you get access to all of us and all of that. So that price is going to go up, and it's going to go up considerably. We're going to discuss that in our owners meeting that we have every Monday night. We have an owners meeting every Monday night, okay, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we're going to be discussing that this Monday night on what we're going to be raising the price to. I'm thinking the enrollment is going to jump way up. It's going to jump up to about close to $2,000, maybe $2,400 on the enrollment. So if you've been thinking about joining, you better join now before the price shoots way up. Now, the monthly subscription fee is probably going to stay the same, or it's going to go up slightly, maybe to $49.95 per month instead of the $39.95 per month. But you can't just come in and say, well, I just want to pay the monthly subscription. No, you got to enroll. You got to pay the enrollment fee, and then you pay the monthly subscription fee for the continued access to your back office to resource training support. Why? Because we save you on average $300 to $600 per month. We have a bunch of people who join our platform not for the training. They join our platform to get access to our back office tools, resources, and support. Why? Because we save them money. We have truck drivers, just owner operators. They join our platform just to get access to our load booths. Seriously, we have people that don't even want to, that don't even attend none of our training. They just join our platform to get access to our back office tools and resources, access to more than 100 load boards, access to more than 19 million plus shippers, access to a logistics library that has every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking, access to all our documents, contracts, and agreement forms, everything you're gonna need to run your dispatch firm and or your freight brokers firm. Access to our live training, which is every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9 p.m. Saturday, 10:15 until about 11 or 12:15. Sunday, we have our truckers training, our owner operator training, how to run a truck from 6:15 until about 7 or 8 o'clock on Sundays. Okay. Not to mention access to our network of more than 2,967 industry professionals. These are all freight brokers firm owners, dispatch firm owners, shippers, distribution plant managers, owner operators. You all come together on our private clubhouse group and y'all get to actually talk to each other. What other training platform allows their students and other people within the industry to gather and talk to each other? Don't ask me why they don't. You can come up with your own reason for why you think that they don't want to allow their students to come in and talk to each other, both past, present, and future students. But we have created an actual network where all of our students, past and present, can come together with other people within the industry and have live conversations with each other, learn from each other, network with each other. You can't get that anywhere else. So if that's what you want, if that's what you need to be successful, what you do, join our platform. Okay? Whether you join now, you join later. I mean, it's up to you. All right? So that's it. All right. Questions about the broker training today, finding shippers and stuff like this and that. This is being recorded as we speak on YouTube, so you can go back and watch this immediately after we in this training session. So if anybody has any questions, now's the time to do so. People within our live training on Zoom, you can open up your mics now and ask me questions. If you all have questions here on YouTube, give me a question. Now I'll see if I can answer for you. Let's go ahead and go through our question phase here real quick. I'm waiting for questions. Questions. All right, we're still waiting on questions. We're still waiting. All right, do we have any questions down here? All right. Can you give us a link to Square? Yeah, let me go to give you a link. I put it in up here, but I'm going to give y'all a link to the Square. Which Square are you looking for? Are you looking for Square Business, or are you looking for a Square to sign up with our platform? Which one are you looking for? Looking for, what are you looking for? Are you looking for Square Business on how to go and get set up with Square, and so you can take credit card payments and you can process your invoices and all that type of stuff? Or are you looking for our Square store, or where you go to sign up for our platform? Which one you want? DJ, Too Real. Which one you want? Well, I'm going to give you both. Since you're not answering, I'm going to give you both. I'm going to give you the one to our Square store. We go here online, right there. Go ahead and pull this up for you. All right, this is our Square store, where you can go through all our different types of enrollments and things that you can get signed up for. Okay, that's our Square store. I'm going to put that up for you. All right, and then I'm going to give you the Square Business. That's the way you can go. You can sign up for our platform. Let me go over to our Square Business. Let me go to my Square account. And go to, let me log in first of all. And then let me go to, what we got? We got to go to Square Free Processing, I think. All right, go to my Square pre-processing, balances, reports, payments, e-commerce, all products, staff. Where's the Square Business? Where's that Square Business at? Let's go to accounts and settings, business information, right there. Personal banking, Scared to get free process. Here we go right here. All right, this is the link you go to sign up for Square. All right, I'm going to give it to you real quick. Pull up here real quick. Copy the link. YouTube. All right, here's the link coming right there. That's where you go to sign up for Square right there. Okay, squareup.com /I/the P4L Corp. That's my link. That's my referral link. You can go and get signed up for Square. Doesn't cost you anything to sign up for Square. It's free to sign up and get started with them. They take their money out of each transaction you perform with every credit card and debit transaction when someone buys something or pay for something through your Square account or anything like that. If they pay for anything, Square gets their money out of that. All right, so there you go. That's how you get set up with Square. Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions?
Do you think, hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think that the lowballing that's going on the low boards right now is due to like brokers not negotiating the margin?
All right. There is no lowballing. That's number one. Remember,
Okay.
I've been telling y'all for the last 2 years. I've been telling y'all. If you go back and watch, pretty much I'm in my videos. I told you all this last 2 to 3 years of these high dollar freight that we have been seeing. I told y'all that was not normal. Didn't I tell y'all that?
Yes.
Okay, I've been telling y'all that. It's not normal. I've been telling y'all this is a bubble because of the pandemic and certain situations, political things that's going on and things that's going on that caused this freight to jump way up in price. For you people who came into the industry in the last 2 to 3 years, and you all think, oh, well, wow, this is where it is. No, freight is $20 per mile, $19 per mile. And you got 100 loads that's showing freight that's above $10, $12, $13, $14 a mile. I told y'all that wasn't normal. I told y'all that was not going to last. I told y'all the industry was going to revert back to its normality within a year or two. And the normal is, I told y'all, a lot of you all, I said this quote, a lot of you all do not remember when it was hard to find a load that paid more than $275 on the load boards. Y'all remember me saying that?
Yes.
Okay. We just getting back to the norm, y'all. I kept telling y'all, this was not normal. And not only was it not normal on the amount of money, but on the amount of freight. Remember when you all were seeing 10,000 loads in Texas and 5,000 loads in Florida and hold on, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. That's the right one. 5,000 and 10,000 loads in Florida and all this other stuff. And I kept telling y'all that was not normal. Okay? Y'all see how it's got now? This is normal. 1,030 loads in Texas, 651 loads in Louisiana, 672 loads in Florida, 703 loads in Alabama. Now before, this was over 10,000 loads. I'm in Texas. Louisiana had about 2,000 loads. Florida had sometimes 5,000, 6,000 loads. Alabama had 7,000 or 8,000 loads. Georgia had almost 7,000 or 8,000 loads. South Carolina had about 2,000 loads. Tennessee always had about 1,500 to 1,900 loads. PA and Pennsylvania had almost as much freight as Texas did, close to 9,000, 8,000 loads. That was not normal, people. By no means was that normal. And I had been telling you all for the last year or two that the pendulum was going to swing back the other way and go back to a normal setting. The reason why this freight was so high, because for one, the pandemic. People were panicking. People were having a knee-jerk reaction, running to the stores, buying up stuff like it's going out of style. So therefore, it created a false demand. That's number one. Number two, inflation and the fear of a recession. Y'all hear it all the time now. Recession, 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 recession. Like that's all you hear in the news. Everybody's afraid of a recession. What is a recession? Prices go up. Income stays down. right? Therefore, there's an affordability factor. Housing prices go up, rates go up, but income still stays down. There was a big boom in the housing market. Housing was selling left and right. Hell, my house jumped almost $200,000 from a year and a half ago to now on the property value. I got a thing in the mail saying that my property taxes went up $360 per month. Like, whoa! So I called my insurance company and ordered a free appraisal to show justification for my property taxes. Turns out my home value, which I bought this home in 2020, in January of 2020, I bought this home for $262,500. The value of it now is $411,405. Y'all see? This, all of those things, and then you got the war in Ukraine. You got the uncertainty about the relationship between U.S. and Russia and China, right? Which controls a lot of the grain that is imported to the United States. Grain makes up almost 40% of the shipments of freight that comes into the United States, people. They also control, we also have a problem with the Arab nations, which controls most of the fuel. That's why fuel prices jump so high. All those things contributed to the rates going up, 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 up. The freight count went way, way, way up. But now, guess what? People, the vaccine hit. We've gotten the pandemic under control. People are more relaxed now. They are going back out. They are living their lives. Hell, all of the jobs that we lost, 500 and some odd thousand job losses, guess what? All those jobs have came back. Have you all not watched the news? The job deficit has been wiped completely out, and all the jobs are now back, and we even now got a surplus of jobs, people hiring on for jobs now. So there's no longer a work shortage. There's no longer an unemployment problem like it was before. The big unemployment, that's been wiped out. Jobs are paying more. Here within the last year, McDonald's and fast food restaurants started paying, what, $15, $16 an hour. I told you all this was going to happen. I told you all this was going to happen. Now, am I a prophet? No, don't claim to be. Ooh, don't want God being mad at me. No, I'm not a prophet. Okay, I cannot see the future, but I know how to analyze the political winds. I know how to analyze an industry. I've been doing this long enough that I know what affects the industry, both negatively and positively. And see, this is what you want in someone who trains you how to do this stuff. Okay? Whether y'all know it or not, I know what I'm doing. I really do. I know what I'm doing. I really do know what I'm doing. All right. Don't take my ugly face and my big old head and think, well, that big head cat don't know what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. I've told y'all this is gonna happen. Now, does this mean that you're not gonna make money? No. That's not what it means. It means now you gotta be smarter. It means now you really gotta start to applying the training that I've been telling you all what to do from the beginning. Now you gotta start having what I call these conversations with your carrier. Remember I told you all you gotta have these conversations with brokers and with everything else. Now, as dispatchers, we're getting a little bit off on our broker training today, but as dispatchers, I train my dispatchers when they sign on carrier. You cannot have a carrier up here in North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Idaho, Oregon, Washington State, Nevada, where ain't no loads up there. Ain't no loads up there, y'all. But you got these owner operators where I don't want to go past Wyoming. Well, guess what? You don't want to make no money. Or you got these owner operators, I want to live a lifestyle of trucking. Well, guess what? You can live the lifestyle and be broke, or you can run a business and make money. I'm about making money, so I run a business. So you got to have these business conversations with your carriers. Same thing with brokers. You got to have these business conversations with these carriers and let them understand that if you want to make money, do what I do. Do what I do. This is what I do as a dispatch firm. The majority of my carriers who operate on this half of the country over here and this upper part of the country, I have relocated them. I had a conversation with them. Look at, man, you are not gonna make no money up there in South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, the places you like to stay in up there. You ain't gonna make no money up there. You ain't gonna make no money up there. Okay. Now I can run you all over the country and get you back home every 3 weeks for you to make maybe $5,000-$6,000, or you can pack up. Okay. I can run you down here in Florida. I can run you down here to Texas. I can run you down here to Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, places like this where there's plenty of short run, dedicated freight. You can make all the money you want to make. People say you can't make no money. I'm in Florida. That's bullshit. You can make money in Florida, but you just cannot expect to go in and go out of Florida. You got to stay in Florida to make money. Now, this is on a Saturday when there's hardly any loads left. But let me show you something. And I haven't done this already. I'm just showing you what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm just showing you what I'm talking about. If you click estimated rate per mile, it's going to pull up the short run loads that gives you a higher rate per mile. Now, I want y'all to notice something. Tampa to Pinellas Park. $11.25. You got 2 loads that are running on the 15th, shipped on the 15th. But more importantly, I want y'all to notice this. Y'all see this right here? Tampa to Hudson. Runs on the 8th. It's probably going to run the 8th, the 10th, the 11th. That's a dedicated run, people. That's a dedicated run. And it's paying $7.32 per mile. And it's only going 41 miles. Here's another dedicated run. Tampa to Port Richey, another dedicated run. Yulee to Gainesville, another dedicated run. Panama City to Gulf Shores, another dedicated run. Jacksonville to Gainesville and Orlando, dedicated run. Doral to West Palm Beach, dedicated run. Doral to Naples, Florida, dedicated run. Doral to Naples again, dedicated run. Jacksonville to Orlando, dedicated run. Y'all see all these dedicated runs? They're not taking you out of Florida. You are staying in Florida, but you are still making well over $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 a mile. But you got to stay in Florida to make that money. You cannot run to Florida and expect to run out of Florida and make good money because there's only one way out. Florida is a peninsula. It's surrounded on 3 sides by water. There's only one way out. That's why you cannot come in and make money going out of Florida real fast. You got to come in and stay in Florida. So wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be better to go ahead and move your behind from up here where you ain't making no money and come down to a state like Florida and run all week and run 3 dedicated loads because they're short run loads. You can run 3 or 4 of them in a day and be in the same spot every night and run those same loads 5 days a week and be off every weekend. Doesn't it make sense? If you are a broker, even if you are a broker, you have loads in Florida to advise your carriers to run down to an area where you have plenty of dedicated freight that runs every day. That way you don't have to keep trying to find carriers to put on loads every day. That's like, I mean, come on. Wouldn't it be better for you to have carriers that will agree to run those same loads every day? So run them down to areas like Florida and Texas, Georgia, and Alabama, where there's plenty of dedicated freight, short run loads, right? That you can hook them up on and have them to run 2, 3 loads a day. Negotiate with your shippers for your different pickup times. Come on now. This is what it means to be a broker. Not just someone teaching you to, well, just call up shippers, get loads, and you just put them out. No, that ain't being no broker. If you're going to be a broker, learn how to make money. It takes a lot more than what some of these freight broker trainers are teaching you all. I promise you it takes more than that. This is what it means to be a broker. Hell, this is what it means to be a dispatcher. Learn to have conversations with your clientele, both the shippers and the carriers and the dispatchers. Learn to develop these relationships where you're taking these people down here. You go to the shipper and say, Mr. Shipper, I know you have a pickup time on this load at 7 a.m. in the morning, okay? But I have a carrier who's willing to run your load and 2 other loads, which are both short run loads. But I can't have all 3 of you all with a window that's just at between 7 and 9 a.m. If I can get you to move your window to 9:10 to 10:30, Then he can run this load before that, which is only 37 miles. He had enough time to run that and then run to you and pick up your load, run your load. Then he can run to another shipper, which I'm going to get them to move their pickup time to 2 o'clock so he can run that load. And then he got enough time to run back to where the first load at, and he can do it all over again the very next day. That's called communicating with your clients and developing a relationship with your client. That's your job as a broker. Do your job. If you do that, you'll make money. Your carriers will make money. Your shippers will make money. Everybody will make money. No matter what the climate is, no matter what's going on within the industry. But you got to learn how to be a broker and not just learn how to be a load finder and a pencil pusher. And you wonder why some of us make $2, $3, $500,000 a year, and some of y'all just struggling to make $100,000 a year. Because that's the difference between being a professional and just following the advice of these so-called trainers who ain't never broke a freight, who ain't never ran a truck. I done done it all. I was a truck driver for Covenant. Team driving truck. Truck never stops. One sleep, one drive. One sleep, one drive. In 1 year, we hit all 48 contingent states within the United States 7 times. In 1 year, I hit them all. So we drove. Averaging 7,950 miles a week as a team. That's 3,700 plus miles each a week. After a year of driving for Covenant Transport, came home, got my own truck, ran my own truck. First year running my truck in the state of Florida. Never left the state of Florida, made $541,000 in a dry van. So do I know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to driving truck? You doggone right I do. Do I know how to run a truck? You doggone right I do. Went from that, became a broker. My very first year as a broker, grossed $2.75 million. Do I know what I'm doing as a broker? You damn right I know what I'm doing. My dispatch firm now dispatched for 317 carriers. 68% of all my carriers are on dedicated runs. Why? Because I know how to locate, identify, and set up my own dedicated lanes. So if you're looking for someone who's going to train you, get you somebody who knows what they're doing. And not these fly-by-night hustlers that just come on and open up a training platform. Oh, take this training platform, my ebook, all the stuff they done got from what? From Google, from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Association handbook, and just created an ebook. Then you go read that. You good. that ain't training. That's not training. That's reading material. Okay? Get you somebody, when you call them up, they pick up the phone. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? What can I do for you today? Michelle, you ever called me and I didn't pick up the phone?
Nope, you always pick up.
Ask any of my 900 plus students. They call, I pick up. If I don't pick up, I call them back. Hey, Michelle, I missed your phone call. What's up? If they got 2 or 3 quick questions, do I not try and answer them, Michelle? Every
Absolutely.
single time. Every single time. I don't never tell someone, well, you know, I don't take phone calls. I don't answer questions. You just gotta go to the training. No. You call me. Sometimes my phone rings 10, 11 o'clock at night. Now I'm not telling people call me at 10, 11 o'clock at night. Okay. But sometimes my phone does ring that time and I will pick it up. Now I'll tell you that time, it's kind of late to be calling, but what's the question you got? I'll see if I can answer you real quick. Now, if it's something that's going to take longer than 15 minutes, I'm going to ask that you schedule a private consultation. So that's just being respectful. I am running the business. Schedule yourself for an hour private consultation, $100 an hour, and we have some dedicated time, just me and you on Zoom, and we'll go over anything you want to go over. But it would seem to be better if you could talk to your carriers and your shippers and get them to agree, especially on these loads you have down here in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas. These southern states have a lot of dedicated short run freight. Call up your shippers. Let them know I have a carrier, an owner operator. who's willing to run your short run freight and 2 other people's short run freight. But we have to work out our logistics. All of you all have the same pickup window. We need to negotiate with that pickup window. If I can get your pickup window at 7 a.m., between 7 and 8, and I can get the other person's pickup window between 10 and 1 or 10 and 12, and I get the other person's pickup window between 1 and 3, that gives that carrier time enough to run yours from, here in Florida to there, and then run that one to there, and then run that one back down to there. And each one of those short run loads is paying somewhere in the neighborhood of, let me give you an example. How I made that $541,000 in Florida my first year in state of Florida. Coca-Cola bottling plant runs from Tallahassee, Florida to Live Oak, 39 miles. 39 miles. Picks up at 4:30 in the morning, 4:30 to anytime before 7 o'clock in the morning. It picks up. I picked up at 4 to 4:45 in the morning because I get up early. Went ahead and picked it up, and it's right here in Tallahassee, right where I live. Matter of fact, it was right around the corner from where I was living at the time, on Commonwealth Boulevard. So I would get up, go pick that load up at 4:45 in the morning. It's going 39 miles to Live Oak. That load was paying $390. $390 for 39 miles. When I got to Live Oak, same plant, they load me up with bottled water, run me down to Alachua. That was 79 miles. 79 miles. That load paid $779. Yeah, $779. Then from Alachua, I would go 1.5 miles down the road, straight shot, to a Coca-Cola distribution plant that ran back to Tallahassee. That was a 104-mile run. That load paid $968. A 104-mile run, that load paid $968. Now, all those loads ran 5 days a week, every morning. So that means I'm running out, down, and back to Tallahassee. I'm back in Tallahassee before 6 o'clock every night, Monday through Fridays. I'm off every weekend. I'm clocking $2,137 a day for 5 days a week. Home every night, off every weekend, and bringing in $2,137 per day. That times 5 days a week. That's giving me $10,685 a week. 52 weeks in a year. $555,000. Wouldn't it make sense to have this type of conversation with your shippers and your carriers and get them to agree to make life easier for all of them? That's your job as a broker, man. If you're gonna be a broker, be a broker. Your job is to broker shit. That's your job. What does that mean? You bring people together. You make it possible for this person to get what they want done, this person to get what they want done, and everybody gets paid. Make life easier on yourself. Because if you can do this right here, you no longer have to get up every morning and find somebody to run a certain piece of freight. You just solved 3 problems in one. By bringing a carrier from up here, you solve the problem of them finding freight and making money. You solve their problem of going home, consistently every weekend instead of going home every 3 weeks. You solve the problem of them making more money and having more of a life. Why? Because they're in the same place that most of my people that ran from up here and come down here to Florida, Texas, whatever, they done got themselves a little spot here in Florida or in Texas or Louisiana, a little mobile home or something, whatever they got, where they stay during the week. Then every weekend, they rent a car and go back home. Leave their truck down their spot in Florida. Why? Because it's all about business. And they're making that kind of money. Even in today's market. And on top of that, you got to spend a hell of a lot less. You got to spend on average about $1,000 less a week in fuel than you would if you was running all over the country on these loads that's got you running. And let's use Florida again, just to be on the same page. Let's go ahead and put in here. Let's the pay rate. The legacy of freight that's taking you out of Florida. Now, yeah, you can run out of Florida, but you got to go 2,252 miles from somewhere in Florida to Salt Lake City, Utah, right? You see $4,800, you think that's good. No, but it's only paying you $2.13 a mile. But what about fuel? Fuel is still $4.25 a gallon on average, right? So if you got to run 2,252 miles, see, this is what's called knowing how to run a truck, people. This is what's called knowing how to run a truck. If you got to run that many miles, right? And you know your trucks only get 5.56 miles up to the gallon. You got to know this stuff. You got to know this stuff. I'm telling you, most freight broker trainers, dispatchers, they don't know none of this stuff because they never ran a truck before. Why you all are taking these classes from people who don't know what the hell they're doing, I don't know. But hey, it's your money. All right, you got to know this stuff. All right, 2,200 and what is that? 2,256 miles. Yeah, 2,252 miles. 2,252 miles. Semi trucks only get on average 5.56 miles up to the gallon. 5.56. That's going to give you 405 gallons. 405 gallons is what you're going to need. So you're going to need about 406, 407 gallons. Average fuel right now is about $4.25. It's come down a lot, but it's still about $4.25. That's $1,729 you're going to spend on fuel to run that one doggone load. And that load and that's going to take you. Now, here's another part of the equation. That's going to take you all week to run because the average truck driver only drives 400 to 500 miles per day. Now, the most a truck driver can drive, if they good in the 11-hour driving shift, is 650 miles. How do I know? Because I consistently ran 650 miles when I was driving with a team truck. Why? Because we kept that doggone door closed and we was in the business of running. Only time we stopped was for that half-hour break to get fuel. And you can bet your bottom dollar when that half-hour break was over down a minute more than a half hour, we was back on the road. And we ran door to door. Sometimes we slept at truck stops, sometimes we slept alongside the road because we was in the business of running. If we had fuel, we did not pull into a truck stop. We pulled over at the nearest rest station or found a place side the road and pulled over. If we had enough fuel. The only time we look for a truck stop is when we didn't have enough fuel to keep going, so we went ahead and routed to a truck stop. But we mostly ran the whole 11 miles, door to the door, baby. That's why we had so many miles. Kept the door closed. That's how you make money. But I can tell you this for a fact. The most you're going to run is 650 miles. So if you're going 2,250 miles, guess what? That's a 5-day run. The average driver only does about 425 miles a day. Ain't too many drivers out there going to drive more than 500 miles. They ain't going to do it. They got to stop to pee. They got to stop to eat. They got to stop to see. They got to stop to do whatever. So if it's going to take you 5 days, a whole week to run that load right there, and you're going to spend $1,729 in fuel, what does that leave you? $4,800. Come on, man. That amount of $4,800. What was that? 17 what? $4,800 minus 1,729. That's gonna leave you with $3,071. You are no longer making $2.13 a mile. Right? You're no longer down. That's divided by 2252. You're now only making $1.36 a mile. You see the difference in that? But if you run a short run loads, like I was running, let's say, well, 39 miles plus 79 miles plus 104 miles. 222 miles. Talk to me, people. 222 miles. Even at today's fuel. Now, fuel back then when I was doing was like $2.70 a mile. I mean, fuel was like $2.70 a gallon. $2.98, $2.70, $2.80. So it wasn't like it is now. But now, even at today's, what's called, you got 202 miles, right? Divided by 5.56. All you need is 36 gallons. Let's say 37 or 38 gallons. You need 38 gallons. 38 gallons times 5 days a week. All you need is 190 gallons. Talk to me, y'all. That times what? 425. All you're spending is $807. You see? Can you now see? Are your eyes now open? You gotta look. In order to be successful in this business, you gotta know how. You gotta know these. You gotta know these things. And if your freight broker trainer, your dispatch trainer don't know these things, you might want to think about getting yourself another dispatch or freight broker trainer. But like Kermit say, they ain't none of my business. This is how you make money, people. You got to have these conversations with your clientele. You got to have these conversations with your clientele. I just showed you how to calculate miles and make a profit. I just showed you that, Ms. Baptiste. I'm gonna just show you that. Yeah, you can use Square to send factoring the invoices to factoring company. We show you that in our dispatch training on the invoicing. If you're part of our platform, you'll learn all this stuff. Promise you on that. If you join our platform, you'll learn all this stuff. You have access to all this stuff. Okay? Look, people, I've been telling you all that this stuff was not normal when it comes to these rates and these lows and this bubble that we've been living in for the last 3 years. It was a bubble. It's now popped. Boop. Welcome to the real world. Okay? Yes, your carriers can still make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, but you got to do it in the way I just showed you all how to do it. You got to have these conversations with your owner operators. You got to have these hard conversations. Now, if you got owner operators, man, I don't want to do that. Well, guess what? Cut them loose. Cut them loose. You don't need them no way. They ain't doing you no good. Don't worry about pissing somebody off. I can care less about pissing an owner operator off who don't want to make money. He ain't no good to me. Ain't no good to himself. So why would I worry about pissing somebody off who don't want to make money? Come on, really? He just did me a favor. If I call him owner operator and say, hey, Mr. Owner Operator, I understand you want to stay up here, but you can't make no money up there. All right, here's what I need to do. I need to bring you down here. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna bring you down here. I'm gonna put you on some loads that's gonna within the first 2 months that I have you down there, and my goal is to put you on some dedicated freight. You're running the same loads every day, 5 days a week. You're gonna go out, down, and then back. You're gonna be back in the same spot, and then every weekend you can go home and you're gonna make almost twice as much money, 3 times more money than what you was making trying to stay up and run all over the country. I don't want to do that. Well, if you want to make money, that's what you want to do. Well, I don't like the way you talking. Okay, when it's good, then let's just sever our relationship. Because me trying to work with you is a waste of my time. And my time is money. And I can go work with somebody who wants to make money. Good luck to you. Have a nice day. I don't worry about pissing off people who don't want to make money. Because they ain't no good for you no way. What good is somebody to you if they don't want to make money? Seriously, what good are they to you? In this industry, what good is anybody to you who does not want to make money? So why are you worried about pissing them off? You gotta have these conversations. And you gotta be straightforward with the owner operators and the brokers. You gotta be straightforward with shippers to show them how to make money, because that's your job. Be good at what you do. Hell, just be what you're supposed to be, a broker. If you're gonna be a broker and broker shit. Okay? All right. I know some of y'all who are tuning in for the first time say, man, he hard. No, I'm real. There's a big difference. I am real. You're not gonna find a trainer who's more real than what I am. Adam says, how would you get dedicated lanes? Adam, we just went over that, and I show this in my training. That we do if you go back and watch any of our videos, I've got entire videos on how to identify dedicated lanes. I got an entire playlist on how to identify dedicated lanes. Now, if you really want to learn, join our platform. If you really want to learn, join our platform. Okay, and we'll show you how to do all this stuff. But if you want to go watch some free videos on it, we've got free videos on it because I don't sell videos. That's not what I do. I give that stuff away. Okay. Other freight broker trainers, they want to sell you this stuff. I don't sell it because we give that stuff away because the value in what we do is not in the training videos. The value in what we do is in the tools and resources to make that stuff happen. All right, Adam. Now, if you want to find, I'm going to give you the playlist on, I'm going to go ahead and share the playlist with you for dedicated freight. But if you want the actual tools and resources on making this stuff happen and the actual direct training on making this stuff happen, you got to join our platform. Okay, this is a business. Okay, I don't make no bones about what I do for a living because what I do for a living is worth it to people like yourself. Okay, people can say what they want to, but what I do is very valuable to people like yourself. Plain and simple. Right here. Here's the full playlist. I've got more than 8 videos right now. I'm doing the playlist on how to identify and create your own high-paying dedicated lanes. I'm going to share this with you. Here's coming right now, Adam. There you go. Enjoy watching those videos. But if you really want to learn how to do this stuff and you want the tools and resources to make it happen, you got to have to join our platform. Okay, you're going to have to join our platform. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or bones about it. You're going to have to join our platform if you want to really do this stuff, if you're really serious. Because let me tell y'all something. 3 things about any business. There is no successful business out there. You cannot be successful in business at all if you don't have these 3 things. Okay? All the other stuff is negotiable, but if you ain't doing these 3 things, you ain't gonna never be successful in business. I don't care what it is. First of all, you're gonna have to invest money into yourself, into your business. There ain't no successful business out there that did not invest money. Okay, you show me a business that didn't invest no money, and I'll show you a business that ain't doing squat. Plain and simple. All right. Secondly, sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice. You show me someone who did not sacrifice for their business, I'll show you someone who ain't making no money, who's always broke. Sacrifice. Third, commitment. You got these people say, well, I'm gonna try this for 2 or 3 months, and if it ain't working, then I'm gonna leave it alone. You show me somebody like that, you show me somebody who is not committed to their business and seeing it through. You show me someone who's not committed, and I'll show you someone who's always starting business and quitting business and ain't never got no money. Them 3 things you gotta have. Everything else is negotiable. But you will not make money, you will not be successful without those 3 things in every single business. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's cooking hamburgers in your backyard. You gotta have them 3 things. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Do you think it's possible to find local dedicated lanes for 26 foot? No. I don't do box trucks. I don't do sprinter vans. I don't do hot shots. Now, you probably say, whoa, I didn't expect that. Well, I'm telling you the truth, man. Box trucks and sprinter vans are a waste of my time. They're a waste of time for a dispatcher. Okay? And they're a waste of time for brokers. Because let me tell you something, and no other freight broker trainer is ever going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you too, because I speak the truth. This industry is not set up to support box trucks, sprinter vans, and cargo vans. It's not set up that way. This industry is set up to support semi-trucks. Okay, it's not set up to support people who want to pretend to be a semi-truck. It's set up to support semi-trucks. If it's not a semi-truck, it's going to take too much time trying to find freight for it. And when you do find freight for it, it ain't going to be more than $1.25, $1.60 at the top, at the very top, $1.70 a mile. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Even in Texas, where you got a lot of loads at. If I go ahead and put in something looking for box trucks, let me show you what we're going to find. Matter of fact, I'm going to put in box truck, cargo van. And do they have a sprinter van section down here? No sprinter van, no sprinter. All right. So we're going to do that right there. And we're going to search. All right. Here's what you got. Y'all see these rates? Do y'all see these rates for box trucks, sprinter vans? And you see how many loads it is? First of all, you ain't got hardly no loads, because remember, box trucks, sprinter vans, they ain't going to be able to pull but a certain weight. Okay, shippers don't like to put their freight on stuff that has a limited, weight capacity and size and all this other stuff. All right, so you got 1,447 miles. It's gonna go that long. It's only paying $2,500. That's $1.73. That's at the top of the list. Remember I told y'all the top was gonna be about $1.70 to $1.79. You see what the average is? 88 cents, 72 cents, 65 cents, and 64 cents. This stuff down here don't even, they're not even gonna mention what they paying, because they're ashamed to put it on there. Okay, and that's in Texas, where you got predominantly most of the loads at. Okay, look, people, if you want to make money, get yourself a semi truck. Now, am I saying you cannot make money if you're driving a box truck? Yes, you can, but you got to do it the old-fashioned way. You ain't gonna find that on load boards. You're not gonna make money on the load boards with box trucks and sprinter vans and cargo vans. You just ain't gonna do it, because the industry is not set up and equipped to support you all. If you want to make money with box trucks and sprinter vans and stuff like this, do it the old-fashioned way. Go to Google and look for fish houses. Fish houses in whatever area you're in. If you're in Tallahassee, look for fish houses in Tallahassee. If you're in such and such, look for fish houses in such and such and such. Or look for stuff like this right here. Seafood warehouses. Near me, wherever you're at. All right, see this right here? We're gonna pull up this right here. All these seafood markets. Then we click more places. Now, why, if you are a box truck and you have a refrigerated box truck, you're gonna have to go out and do business the old-fashioned way. You're gonna go out and shake some hands, meet some people, and talk to some people, and get some direct contracts. That's how you're gonna have to do it. There ain't no other way for you to make money. You ain't gonna do it on load boards, because you ain't gonna never find enough freight on load boards to make it profitable for you. So as a dispatcher, that's why it is a waste of time for a dispatcher to try and dispatch box trucks or a sprinter van or a cargo van. It takes too much time for too little money. Now, if you're a broker and you're willing to set up these mom and pop contracts with these places that are within certain cities, I'm as a broker, if you're willing to take that time to do so and get yourself a box truck book of business, sprinter van book of business, cargo van book of business, then go right ahead. You spend that time and do that. But your time will be better spent dealing with what? The big four. Dry van semi-truck, reefer semi-truck, flatbed semi-truck, power-only semi-truck. That's where your money is. Plain and simple, that's where your money is. Now, if you want to make money with a box truck, this is how you're going to have to do it. You got to call up these places like this, these small parts houses, stuff that will fit in a box truck, and you got to make direct relationships with these people. You got to call them up and say, hey, man, over at Southern Food Market here on Timberlane Road, I got a box truck and it's refrigerated, and I like to see if I can do some business with you and moving some of your stuff from your market to the different restaurants and stuff that get stuff from you. That's how you're gonna make money with a box truck. Okay, you're gonna have to sit down and do it the old-fashioned way. You're gonna have to negotiate with direct local market people, and that's how you're gonna do it. Okay, China Girl, if you want to join our platform, I just gave you a link. Okay, let me give you a link again. Our online training. Here's a direct link to our store where you can go and sign up. If you are a veteran, you can sign up here. If you're not a veteran, you sign up here. If you have employees that you want us to train for you, you can do the corporate enrollments. This one you can do it for up to 10 employees. This one do it up to 20. Okay. We have all these different things you can sign up for, but these are the training platforms for dispatchers and freight brokers right here. The veterans platform enrollment, the individual platform enrollment, and the corporate enrollment. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the link to that. And here it is again, China Girl. Here's the link to that where you can go and sign up. All right, there you have it right there. That's the link for you to go and sign up. All right. Look, people, the way I train is I am straightforward. You all cannot afford for me to be nice and mix words and try to sugarcoat things, because that ain't gonna help you make no money. It's not. My trying to put stuff in a nice little neat package, make it PG, all that type of stuff. If that's what you want, go pay money to somebody who don't know what the hell they doing, and I'll see you later, because you're gonna come back to me, because I got about 30% of the people who are in our platform now. They came to me after they had paid money for somebody else's platform. They found out I didn't get what I needed. I got this ebook. I got these videos that I watched, and then that was it. Every time I try to call somebody up, nobody wants to answer the phone. I don't know what to do. Well, you need to join our platform and get the right stuff. Okay, that's what you need to do. You need to join our platform and get the right stuff. Look, I don't know what to tell you all. I don't train from a book. I don't train from a book. I do this for a living. I dispatch freight for a living. I was a broker for a living. I ran my own truck for a living. I was a truck driver for a living. Okay? And I've been successful at all those things. Okay? I didn't read this in a book. I didn't get it off of Google. I don't train from a book. I don't train from Google. Okay? I train you all on what I do on a daily basis. All right? And I'm good. And trust me, I'm good at what I do. I'm good at what I do. I wouldn't have this nice home if I wasn't. I wouldn't have my 7 nice cars if I didn't. I wouldn't have come from a homeless shelter to being a self-made millionaire if I didn't know what the hell I was doing. That's right. 10, 11 years ago, I was in a homeless shelter. When I became a truck driver, I did it from coming from a homeless shelter and going to truck driving school. That's it. Okay. So if I can go from there to here, what can you do? Okay. Miss China Girl says exactly. I've paid twice and they didn't tell me nothing but basic information I already knew as a trucker. Exactly. Do some research and find out who's out there who's doing good training. When I first started this training thing, there was only about 9 of us in the industry. 9 trainers that had online training. 9. Now there are literally thousands. and I'm telling you, 950 of them are just hustlers who just threw something together just to make money. They don't care whether you learn anything or not. They don't care if you're successful. I take pride in my students being successful. And that's why I pick up the phone when they call. Because I want y'all to be successful. That's why our platform is set up the way it is. To save you all money, to provide you with stuff after training for your continued success. That's why our platform is set up the way it is, with tools, resources, training, support, mentorship, a network. That's why our platform includes that. And now we're doing even more about offering ownership to individuals like yourself who want to own their own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. You're not going to find too many platforms that cares about the students and the people who are within our platform more than we do. Okay. Why do you think I give away all these videos? We got over 447 videos on our YouTube channel that are absolutely free. And I'm not talking about no 10, 15, 20-minute videos. I'm talking about 2 or 3 hour long videos. We give y'all all the cookies. All the cookies, okay? Because it's not about the videos. Yes, the videos are nice. The training is nice, but it's about more than, it's about what comes after that. And that's where we excel. Because that's where we're showing that we really care about you all's success. We're not here just to make that buck and then pass you along and send you on, out there to be by yourself. That's not what we're here to do. We're going to bring you into our network where we can cultivate you, where we can help lead and guide you and mentor you into success and afterwards. And hopefully some of you will develop a knack for wanting to do the same thing that I'm doing. You want to own your own RBBS Logistics Learning Center, and you want to get out there and spread that knowledge. As an owner of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center platform. By the way, our owners, all the money goes to them. When they make money from their platform, 100% of all the money goes into their Square account, they transfer it to their bank account, and then they pay me my royalty percentage afterwards at the end of each month, depending on which level of the trademark they entered into. Okay. All right. China Girl says, it's your China Girl. I've been watching you. I can hear the passion in your voice. That's how I am as a trucker. I already have my LLC. Great. EIN number. Great. I just need a mentor to teach me the correct and grow my business. Hey, that's what we do. And pretty soon we're going to have more mentors, not just myself. We're going to have more mentors like myself who you're going to have access to. So by joining now, you are actually getting in at a good time, because our enrollment fee is going to go way up, because now we got more owners of the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers, and we're going to have several trainers, several training platforms, several YouTube channels, several mentors. So you're going to get a lot more than just me coming in the future. Okay, so you're going to have access to a lot more than just me. And trust me, Darren Stevens, he's passionate about what he does. Okay, Miss Jan Williams, she's passionate about what she does. Miss Barbara Caldwell, she's passionate about what she does. Miss Tasha Washington, I can tell Tasha Washington, this girl, I have to talk about her. This girl joined our platform a little over a month ago. As a matter of fact, she just paid her first monthly subscription fee. I think she has 6 or 7 employee dispatch agents that she's already hired. Her company, 360 Freight System, is taking off like a rocket. And this is a girl that just started like a little over a month ago. One of her dispatchers that she already has 6 carriers signed up and dispatching freight like a madhouse. She just put an ad out where she's hiring 3 more dispatchers. This girl is on fire. She's on fire. It wouldn't surprise me at all that she does $300,000 here in this coming year. She's on fire because she's doing exactly what we tell her. She learned the script. All of our people, she signed up for the corporate enrollment. So we train her and all her people. They're all trained, right? They use the script. They go out there. They sign up carriers. They're dispatching freight. Why? Because they're doing it the right way. I can't help but talk about this girl. And now she's decided to get her own RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. So someone with that type of passion is going to make a great trainer. She's going to make a great mentor. I already know it. I already know she's going to make a great trainer and a great mentor because she's got that drive. She's committed. She's made the sacrifices. She's invested in her business. All the things that makes a success she has. So yeah, and I take pride when my students I take pride in their accomplishments. God knows I do. God knows I do. That's why I do the things that I do. Look, everybody, it's been great. I hope y'all learned something today. I hope y'all got a lot out of it. I hope y'all did. I want to give a shout out to all the people who are watching us today. We have a lot of people who have participated today. It's your China girl. I look forward to seeing you in training and joining our platform. I look forward to seeing all the new people who are joining our platform. Thank you for joining us, Miss China girl. Thank you. And Adam, thank you for joining us. Any advice that we can give you, want to give me a call up, 866-973-6445. You got a question I'll be happy to answer them. If you want to schedule a private consultation, go to our private consultation link, which is, let me show you all my private consultation link here, in case you all want to do some private consulting. Our private consultation link is accessible right on our regular site at mydispatcher.org. For those of you who need private consultation, our private consultations are at $100 per hour. You can book your private consultations by going here. Pull this up. You book your private consultations by going here and booking your private consultations. Give you show you what that looks like. When you do that, you come down here, you're going to see where it says private consultation is just one of the many personal attention services available through the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. To book and schedule your private consultation today, click here. You're going to click that right there. It's going to take you right over where you can go and book your private consultation with myself or one of our other members. Go ahead and click where it says book now. It's $100 per hour. You can book it. It's going to pull up those of us who do private consultations within our platform. Let it generate here. Come on. What's taking it so long? There it is right there. All right. Any available staff member, you can book that. Or if you want to book me, you're going to book me right there. You can book me. If you want to book Darren Stevens, you're going to book Darren Stevens. You want to book Kwame Smith or Larissa Pompey, you book either one of those people. Now, if you book me, it's going to show you what my available dates are. I only do private consultations on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's when I do private consultation, okay? If you want to book me, okay? But those are hours that I'm going to be available to do private consultations. You're going to have to fit in where you can get in. Get in where you can fit in. I do a lot of private consultations. Darren Stevens does private consultations. He does most of his on the weekends and stuff like that. So, because he's real busy running his dispatch firm and he broke a lot of freight or dispatched a lot of freight for the auto haulers. So, that's the private consultations that we do right there. I just gave y'all the link to it so y'all can go and book those private consultations. Y'all can get in those private consultations. All right. Look, thank you all again. Adam, thank you for joining us. Karen Nottingham, thank you for joining us. How easy is it to find carriers? It is go to our on locating carriers. We have a locating carriers which is in our how to dispatch series. If you join our platform, you'll get all that information. But you can go to our YouTube channel and look for our playlist and go to the how to dispatch series and go to carrier location. Matter of fact, we just did a live training on locating carriers this past Thursday. So if you go to our YouTube channel, that should be the first one you see popping up. Well, this one's going to be the first one now because this is new. But you're going to see that one we just did this past Thursday, which is locating carriers on our live dispatch training. So you can go there and do that. Thank you, Ms. Baptiste, for joining us. I look forward to seeing most of you all in our training platform. Look, if you all have been sitting on the fence waiting to join a platform, now is the time to get to join the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Okay, you're gonna get trained the right way. We're gonna provide you with tools and resources and things that you're gonna need to do business, and we're gonna save you money. So, because load boards are expensive. They are expensive. You're going to need at least 4 or 5 of them to find freight for your carriers sufficiently, and we provide you with access to more than 100 load boards that we've already paid for. We have paid group access for them, so you all will be able to log on to them using our log on credentials and be able to book and find freight for your carriers. If you are a dispatch, now if you're a broker, you got to have your own. As a broker, you got to have your own load board access, because only through that way can you actually post freight, which dispatchers can't post freight. Brokers can post freight. But if you are a first year broker, you don't want to start off brokering freight your first year anyway. You want to set your firm up to where you can get all your season and everything you've done. Because if you try to broker freight your first year without having all that stuff set up properly, and the stuff that we talked about, I'm here alone, you ain't gonna make no money. All right. So trust me on that. Trust me on that. Erica or Alicia, thank you for joining us. As always, it's a pleasure. Carlos, thank you for joining us. As always, it's a pleasure. And get back over here to my people. And thank you, Michelle, for joining us. And who else we got on here today? We have Michelle. Michelle's the only one who joined us live today for the broker training. Thank you, as always, for following and joining us. And look, everybody, I hope y'all got something out of today's training. I really do. I'm here in my man cave. As y'all can see, I'm just kind of chilling out in my man cave. Got my bar over there and everything. And even though I don't drink, but I got a full bar, as you all can see. Me and the kids are gonna come down here and watch the movies later on the day. Like I said, I'm doing the babysitting thing today for a friend of mine, because she wasn't feeling well. She's really, really sick, and I've been helping to nurse her back to health and kind of watching her kids and stuff, while they're here with me. So, we're gonna come down today and we're gonna watch some movies back there on the 86-inch and check out some movies on Disney Plus, and they like the Marvel superhero movies. So we're gonna chill out and watch some movies today. Thank you all. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. I hope y'all have a great and blessed weekend. I'll see you all back here on Thursday for dispatch training. For those truck drivers and owner operators, I'll see y'all tomorrow, 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the How to Run a Truck owner op training. Truck driving school taught you how to drive a truck. We're going to teach you how to run a truck and be profitable with the truck. Also, for our owners, see y'all on Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday for all the owners, for our owners meeting that we have every Monday night. God bless everybody. Y'all have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.